Ken Kraetzer covering Army hockey for CaMMVetsMedia. I have a chance to talk to Coach of Army hockey, Brian Riley, after a 13-1 win. Coach, it's got to make you feel better. You had a strong win Friday night, 9-1, and then this. How does that build the confidence of the team?
Well, that's the key word, confidence, Ken. We had gone through a stretch here where we had lost our confidence, and I think we were putting so much pressure on talking about winning and scoring, we forgot about the process. We forgot about the details, the habits, and we talked about that after our loss on Tuesday night, and I thought our guys did a great job on just focusing on the habits and doing all the things that you need to do to win a game. So confidence-wise, we needed this.
You got off to, you were down 1-0 early. Mercyhurst got a goal, and then Nils Forselius got you tied up, and then he had a couple more goals or a hat trick later on.
Yeah. So we had a lot of guys that found their way on the score sheet this weekend, which, as we just talked about from a confidence standpoint, I think this weekend hopefully will go a long ways to helping our guys with, the biggest home weekend of the year coming up with Air Force coming into town. The Air Force games will be nothing like this. There'll be games where the ice is really hard to get, and you're going to have to earn every bit of it. So, you know what? We'll enjoy this weekend from a standpoint too that we picked up 6 points, and that's what it comes down to in the league. You want to put points in the bank every weekend.
Very good. Nik Hong had a sophomore had a big night with the second goal, and then he had 5 assists later on, and especially in your big second period.
Yeah, it's just like I said, for a lot of our guys, they needed a weekend like this because a lot of those guys have been kept off the score sheet, and I know it's been weighing on them, but they've been working. Their practice habits have been good. So again, from a confidence standpoint, I think this will help a lot of our guys.
Hey, in the first period, you did a challenge for head contact to the head. It was ruled unsuccessful. What did you see happening?
Yeah, so our guys up above told us that it was contact to the head, and the refs, after looking at it for a long time, said it hit the shoulder and then went to the head. Unsuccessful, and it's too bad because a couple minutes after that, they definitely had a contact to the head. But that's what happens. Sometimes your challenges are successful, and sometimes they're not.
Hey, second period, extraordinary. Start off with 2 goals from Matt Godowski and ended up being a 7-goal period?
Yeah, I think 7-goal period.
7?
Yeah, so it's a 2-1 game, and then we come out and
you finished 9-1 at the end.
Yeah, we picked up a goal at the 5-minute mark, 9-minute mark, and I think we were kind of on our way. And that was obviously a big period.
Hey, we've seen Mercyhurst come in here and give you guys some really tough games over the years. Yeah. Is there something affecting their program at this point?
Well, no, like they were just on the road last weekend and had 2 really good games with the University of Minnesota, a top 10 team. So I think they were coming in here, hoping to kind of get their season jump started. But we were also in a situation where, we felt like we had our backs to the wall and we needed to get a W. So I'm sure that, they've got a young team that I told a lot of them going through the handshake line, there's a lot of games left. So I'm sure that they'll get on track here.
Hey, just talk a little bit about your goaltenders. JJ Cataldo, freshman, played the first 2 periods, just gave up the first period goal. How is he playing at this point in his freshman year?
Yeah, I mean, JJ's been really good for us. His numbers are, really high in the country. He's a calming influence in there that just kind of allows us to when we're running around, knowing that he's there, he gives us confidence, and You know, he has a calming influence. So it was good to get Jacob in there, you know, for a period.
You got a point.
Yeah, he gets in and gets a point. Obviously, something that he'll always remember.
Hey, so as you said, next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Air Force coming in Saturday, sold out. Friday, probably just a handful of tickets left. How do you prepare for that?
Well, I mean, like I said, those games will be totally different than these games because of the Service Academy rivalry. It's just, we have a great deal of respect, both programs. But for 120 minutes next weekend, you know, 60 minutes each night, we're going to try to beat the heck out of each other. And they are really, really good defensively. So they're going to challenge us for sure. And I'm just glad, like I said, our guys were able to get on track this weekend to gain a little confidence going into next weekend with Air Force.
Yeah, and then you go out there. I see they're 7-6 in Atlantic hockey and 8-4 at home. So that's going to be quite a weekend next week when Air Force comes to town.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's one of the most special rivalries in college hockey because of, you know, what each program, the cadets from each academy go through, but just the respect that we have for each other when we line up together after the game, you know, shoulder to shoulder, and ultimately realizing that, you know, someday that these guys could be serving with each other. So, but definitely want to try to get in a situation where you sing second.
Now you're into January, this is going to be your final season. Are you taking a little bit more time to look around and appreciate this last season?
Yeah, like probably because this is my last season, I can't believe how fast it's going, right? Like somebody came up to me and talked to me about the last home game the other day, and honestly, I started thinking about it, and like it's going to be really hard. Like this program has meant so much to me, so much to our family. Like I've said, I'll never be able to repay West Point for all that it's done for me and my family. So, but to answer your question, yeah, I'm just trying to smell the roses here as the season's kind of winding down.
Well, Coach Riley, congratulations on the win today. It's going to be a pleasure to follow you along on this last tour through college hockey.
Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate all you do for Army hockey.
I enjoy it. Good to see you. It's Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia.